let's go to the Devin Haney card, which obviously seems to be the one that most people are talking about and focus on for obvious reasons. Devin Haney has been a person of note for a while, right? Like he's been a person that and a prospect that has had a lot of eyeballs on him for years at this point. He got a big time contract for DAZN and Matchroom, main eventing in this sort of late notice, but main eventing his debut card. And he comes out here and just puts on a clinic against Antonio Moran and knocks him out in vicious fashion. And probably, honestly, his best knockout to date. Easily. This was everything that you want from a debut promotional network performance from a fighter, from a prospect that has the attention like Devin Haney. I know for a lot of his critics, including people on this panel, opinions about him are shifting because of this fight. I don't know the degree to how much they should be shifted, but I will say this. Devin Haney is obviously maturing as a fighter. He's a young fighter. And I said this earlier on Championship Rounds on patreon.com/Mixed Combat Radio. Go check that out. Fighters this young and this talented can improve from fight to fight drastically, exponentially, to the point where you almost see a completely different fighter from fight to fight. Shakur Stevenson, I think, is a really good example. You can go and there's a point where you watch one fight and it's like, okay, really good talent. And you go to the next fight and go, oh my God, there is something else there. And I think Haney sort of had that moment here. I can't put on any more sort of praises on Devin Haney, so I'm going to put the mic over to Rob. Rob, has your opinions about Devin Haney, which were critical like mine, also changed?
Yeah, no, they have. They have. And I don't know if that's just off the back of a knockout and has he found like the man strength? Is that finally coming through? But yeah, wow, what a performance. I believe Moran went 12 with Pedraza. And at the risk of sounding like Eddie Hearn, he is 20 years old. Just think of that. 20 years old, right?
Do it again. If I close my eyes, you sound just like Uncle Eddie.
But yeah, no, thinking about it, like, yeah, he's 20 years old. He's like 22-0 now. He had those early fights in Mexico because he wasn't old enough to fight in America yet. How many 20-year-olds are it? Fucking 22-0. That just doesn't seem to work out. Like, But no, I was really impressed. It just seemed to. At one point, I was watching it go, yeah, he's still looking slick. He's still this, and he's landing big shots, but there doesn't seem to be an effect. It doesn't seem to be doing too much. Well, he was just breaking him down, and the finish. Oh my God, what a knockout! That's what you want to see. And I know he had a message today, talking about what exactly a knockout is and whether it's
He is doing a fantastic job of trolling
for sure.
all the PPC fans, which is really funny.
Yeah. Do you want me to read it out?
I mean, you can. I don't care.
I need to get it. No, it's strange. Like I hadn't really. I was following him anyway, and didn't really see much of him. I think he's more an IG, the younger kind of guy, like an Instagram guy. I think the numbers on there are much better. But yeah, he had
like Ryan Garcia, for example.
Yeah, that kind of
his IG numbers are far different than his Twitter numbers.
Yeah, for sure. Look, where's it gone? I've lost it, Matt.
It's in the chat. It's in the chat. Let's go to the 101 chat.
In the 101 chat.
You put it in the 101 chat, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Respect to Deontay Wilder. He knocked down Dominic Brazil, but he got up off the canvas at 9 or 10, so the ref stopped it. Wilder is a real puncher, so how can he put him up for a KO of the year against an ex-football player that didn't go to sleep? Damn.
I'll just say this. A, Brazil woke back up and got back up within 10 seconds and then stumbled across the ring. Second, you knocked out Moran. Slow your game there, Haney. Third, I think his argument's kind of badly put. I will put it that way, Haney. Have somebody else proofread your tweets. Because like the point about like, oh, like Wilder's a man with power. Like, read that last part again. Like that doesn't make sense from an argument, structure standpoint.
Respect to Deontay Wilder, although saying that he put wider.
Did he really? That's hilarious.
I don't know if that's like shots.
That must be shots.
No, I think it's a typo. But
See, proofread.
he knocked down Dominic Brazil, but he got up off the canvas at 9 or 10, so the ref stopped it. Wilder is a real puncher, so how can this be put? How can this put him up for KO of the year against an ex-football player that didn't go to sleep?
Yeah, because that ex-football player went to sleep from the power and still woke back up. And secondly, the ex-football player is still better than whoever you've ever fought.
I don't know.
Come on.
I'm joking.
Stop. Come on. But anyways, Haney, I love the hate. I love the pettiness because why? It's getting you traction. It's for whatever reason, numbers are numbers, man. So you keep doing you. But have somebody proofread your shit before, please.
He also Teofimo Lopez has went another direction. Instead of a chance of fighting me, Bob pulled him out of the WBC tournament. So now I only have to beat Abduliev, and I will become the mandatory challenger to the winner of Lomachenko versus Campbell world title fight. And then the little devil emoji. So
yeah, wait till Haney realizes, oh shit, the WBC cares about money, and Loma makes them more money than I do.
Wow, damn it. With all those near sellouts. Yeah.
Shots at Loma.
No. Shots at fucking Tony from T Street.
Yeah,
yeah. I'm gonna keep mentioning your fucking name, you fucking bum ass. But anyways,
what a casual.
Fucking idiot. But back to Haney. I don't think Fu gave his thoughts because we started, going down a rabbit hole of bullshit of Haney just triggering people, which I gotta say again, good for him. Because what's the worst of that? Nothing. It really is nothing. It makes some fighters pissed off, and guess what? Fighters are emotional. You're gonna piss them off all the time.
Heavyweights as well. Who cares? What they gonna?
And heavyweights have heavyweight emotions. Fu, thoughts on Haney's performance?
I think now he should be number 2 on our puncher list. No,
Yo, Zulu's like, no, don't do that.
Don't do that to me.
You can't bump him down. You can't bump the man down to number 3. Damn, he's already the 3rd best heavyweight.
No, I was oh, that's great.
Oh damn, shit.
Oh, that was good.
Zulu, they're coming for you, man. It's not me.
I was very impressed with Haney. I think we've been saying for a while that, I felt like he's about 2 years away. Like 4 months ago, we were saying about 2 years away from, championship, titles. This changed my mind a little bit, depending, I guess, on who's really holding the belts at 135. I still don't know that, like, everything that he does really well. Like, I'm impressed that he's managed to add that much power and keep his speed the way he has. Like, that to me is a testament. He hasn't had to be flat-footed to add a lot of power. His movement's still really good. He's obviously a great counterpuncher. He fights really well moving backwards. Like, there were moments, I guess, where I felt like maybe he was a little shaky when he was getting pressed, but he also landed a lot of good shots moving backwards, which is another testament to someone who's going to be able to, fight at the higher level. I think he does so much very well for 20 years old. He is going to be a force to be reckoned with at like 24, 25 years old and up. Like, he's probably going to dominate whatever weight class he's in. He's just, it seems like he's moving really well in the sport. He's taking his career very serious, and I think he's going to be at the top. I don't think there's any doubts about how good this kid is now. That knockout was impressive to me. I know it wasn't an opponent that you're just going to go crazy over, but it's still an impressive win. Everything that he did in that fight was impressive to me.
Agreed. Speaking of the timetable for what he wants next, obviously Abdulaev is probably next for him, as he has stated. That's in-house fight, right? Isn't Abdulaev signed with Matchroom?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't think so. I
Is
think,
he?
but it's one of those fighters that
Is
you
he?
just
Is he an Igis Klimas guy? Does anyone
I'm
know?
not sure. I really don't know.
Where's Leonard in the chat when we need him, man?
I know. Where's the like real boxing fans at?
Yeah, fuck, right? But anyways, I think Haney is going to be just sort of waiting in limbo for at least a year. I think whatever Bob Arum's plans are to sort of consolidate the lightweight title picture is going to work, and it's going to take time. It's going to take at least a year. So sorry, I don't think you can get Loma after Loma Campbell. I don't think you can get Loma after he unifies with whoever comes out of the Come Tifima Lopez situation. I think, unfortunately, Haney might have to wait for a title at like 140 and go and fight Maurice Hooker, which would be an in-house fight at 140, instead of trying to do the mandatory route with Loma. Because Loma is a very tough fight, and you can go get a belt against Hooker at 140, probably far easier. And two, I don't know if the levers of the sanctioning bodies are going to move in your favor as much as you think they are. I just don't. It's so hard to predict how sanctioning bodies are going to move and react to the money makers or the stars of the sport. Leonard's saying Abdulaev is with Titov. I don't know who that is. So I would assume it won't be a holdup at all.
Yeah, I'm trying to find out where that guy is
It's
from.
one of those fighters you can get.
Yeah, you can pick him up.
Any show.
Yeah, you can pick him up for like some goats and shit. It wouldn't be that hard. But Haney, whatever you do next, whether it's Abdulaev or I should say Abdulaev, and then whatever next after that, I think we're all going to still pay attention because you've now put yourself definitely on the map, even for your critics, in a way that you need it, I think.